the 10th, so 10 days ago now, I had some dental work done that I've been putting off for longer than I'd like to admit. I've always had some issues with my teeth. It's partly genetic, partly me just kind of not doing what I'm supposed to, and just a little bit of everything. And I needed to get the dental work done. I found a dentist that I absolutely love, but nonetheless, I had to get the work done. So that Thursday, I had at like 8 a.m., I was sedated, I had the dental work done, and then things took a turn. I had a couple root canal, but the bulk of the work was like, it was mostly like on my upper teeth. Right here, I had like a couple root canals and a tooth, like it had gotten cracked and then infected and we couldn't save it. So I had a tooth pulled. And I'll show you guys, I swear, if anybody, please don't make fun of me. Like, this is me being super, super vulnerable. I've tried my best to hide it or wear the retainer with the fake tooth. But for right now, until I get the implant done, I'm going to be missing a tooth. So please be kind if you notice it on my social media and stuff. I'm not wearing the retainer all the time. It's only been 10 days since the procedure and I'm still tender and stuff. So yes, I'm missing a tooth for now. But anyway, I had the procedure done and it went like well, but it was a lot of work. I think more than we anticipated going into it, right? You don't know until you're like in there. And my recovery was really rough. I was in bed for like almost 3 days straight. Really doing like nothing but like being like in like discomfort, pain. This left side was like swollen and it's actually still numb right here. And that I ended up calling the emergency line with my dentist because I was numb like 72 hours after the procedure. And like, I'm like, oh my God, do I have nerve damage? This and that. I don't have nerve damage. We've confirmed that. Like there was pain, which meant that like the nerve couldn't be dead or damaged if I felt pain. So we're good, but it ends up being a lot slower of a process. And what happened was, so I had the procedure on a Thursday, although by Saturday, Sunday, the swelling wasn't totally gone and stuff, but I was starting to like be able to like eat and stuff and just feel physically a little bit better. Mentally, I took a hit. How do I say this? I'm just gonna say it and hope that I receive kindness and some grace here. I have suffered from depression and anxiety for a while. This year, I had been on Lexapro and I decided to get off of it. I was let me not worry anybody. I didn't just wake up one day and decide to stop taking my antidepressant. I was working with my psychiatrist, monitoring things, and we tapered off and stuff. And I was doing great for a while. And then I would say probably about a month ago, I started to kind of feel like a little off, and I just kind of put it off because I was busy. I was judging a competition, and then I had the Tampa Pro, and I was traveling, and I had clients, and work's been busy, and I just didn't really have time to focus on my mental health. So I put it in the back burner. But then when I had this dental work done, and I was literally just laying in bed with nothing to do, and no desire to talk to anybody or see anybody or anything. The depression just it hit me like just this wave, and I just sunk into this hole. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. For the first time in probably years, I didn't pick up social media for a week. It was bad. And I don't know. I just started to you spiral real quickly, and you start to, I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't, nothing was going right and everything. Thankfully, I'm pretty much on the other side of that, but you know what it was? It was because it was so unexpected, right? I've had depression. I've had bouts of depression where I couldn't get off the couch. You guys don't know that. I keep some things close to, a little, not hidden, but I just don't share those things, right? Because I'm for the most part, like a glass half full, optimistic, you know, faith-filled person. But, you know, I have my demons. I have things that I go through. And it was just that I just didn't expect it. And had I anticipated it, I think I would have I think I would have gotten through it a little faster, a little better. But lesson learned, right? So okay, it's the morning of my dental work. I just took the one like sedation pill that you take, and then I'm bringing the rest to the dentist. So I figured I would come on here before I'm totally out of it. But yeah, it is like 7:20 in the morning. Going to get dropped off at the dentist, and then my brother-in-law will pick me up in a few hours. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys. I'm really excited to just like get to this next step. Don't really know what to expect other than being numb and being like sleepy when I get done. So I will talk to you guys when I wake up. Come here, baby. That's my cat. Let's see if he comes up. He likes to go downstairs or like go in like different sections of the house and then start crying. Oh, all right, I'm back. I'm having my dental work done. This whole side, actually just like right here, is pretty numb still. Everything else is like not numb anymore. So I got a bridge put in on this side, so no longer am I missing a tooth. See how nice? So they basically like from like here over, they replaced and I'll do a better job of this when I'm not like numb and groggy because I was like sedated, but I just wanted to capture like my first thoughts and reactions. So this tooth right here was missing, so they did a bridge right here, and then they capped temporary caps. Oh my god, my lips are so dry from being like my mouth being open for so long. I'm tired. I'm slow. I'm like an hour out of sedation. So, but look, you see that? I have straight, nice teeth. And these are the temporaries. Pardon the lisp. My tongue is still a little numb too. But these are the temporaries, and I pretty much can do anything. I can't floss because they're all connected. It's like one unit. So no flossing, but I definitely should brush my teeth. Will brush my teeth. And then I'll have these for about 3 weeks. They'll call me to schedule coming in for the last appointment, which is taking these off and putting the permanent teeth on. But pretty much it'll look like that, which I'm so excited about. Oh my god, I could cry. So I'm going on a cruise the week after next. So what'll that be? What's today? Wednesday. 1 week. Wednesday. 2 weeks. So probably like second week of June. Second or third. No. Yeah, second week of June, I think. The week I get back from the cruise, I'm assuming I will go in and get my permanent teeth put on. So, and then that really will be the end of it.
My mouth is a little sore. Like right here is still like numb. And then like underneath like the roof of my mouth is like nummy sore. So I might take like an ibuprofen or something just to help me like combat that. But I'm not in any like crazy pain, that's for sure. Not definitely not in pain. Just more like soreness, discomfort, but that's to be expected. But I'm super grateful. Um, I don't know if it's medication or what, but like I'll tell you guys, like I have had issues with my teeth like my whole life. When I was, and I'll pop pictures in so you guys can see like what my teeth have looked like, because people like, it's so funny, like you know it because you see your teeth all the time, or you see whatever feature, my eyes watering, that you want to fix all the time because you live with it, right? I've never had anyone be like, oh my god, I hate your teeth. But I've had people, I could tell they notice that my teeth were like crooked, like messed up. So when I was, I don't know, like 14, 13, something like that, early high school, like probably 13, 14, I had braces. And then when my mom had her stroke and my dad lost his job, we were under the impression that that my dad's insurance had paid up their end of the bargain for the braces. They didn't. They were making payments. So when my dad lost his job, which is a whole other issue, other subject for another time, I didn't get the retainers that I needed and the stuff, the aftercare that I needed for the braces. So my teeth reverted back to the crookedness that they were, and my bite was off and everything. And I lived with that for like a long time. And then over the years, I've also just had bad teeth. Genetically, my dad has bad teeth. We just bad teeth. My sister's got some has had some dental issues. So I've had teeth pulled. I've had root canals. I've had it all. And about a year ago, I decided I wanted to kind of rectify everything. So I contacted my dentist because I looked up like dentists in my area and tried to find one that had like really good reviews, but also had like sedation, because a combination of like my anxiety and also just like everything I've been through, like I was just scared. I remember going to that first appointment and like having zero hope that they could help me. So for them to say that they could help me was like a miracle. I need like a tissue. Hold on, I need a tissue. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was just so happy that they could help me. Not to say that this didn't come without cost. I'll be totally transparent. It's expensive. Even with strategically like I have great health insurance, dental insurance, ortho, my HSA, like even with capitalizing on all that kind of stuff, I still had to pay like a few $1,000s out of pocket for this, but to me it's like so worth it. So yeah, we put a plan together. Started with Invisalign, and I had Invisalign for until today. I had Invisalign I wore that. I wore those trays religiously, like 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I had a small breakdown, but I knew that these emotions would like hit me, but I didn't think that. Oh my god. I finally have. Just like normal people teeth. I know that sounds so stupid, but like I have wanted to not be self-conscious about my teeth for so long. Okay, enough of that. But yeah, I'm gonna rest. My mouth right here is still, my nose isn't numb. My right here is still numb. I'm gonna take an ibuprofen, like a strong one, just to kind of preempt any like discomfort or pain once the numbness fully wears off, because it was a lot of dental work they did. I'm gonna sleep. It's 1:26 right now. Jason said he would call me this afternoon to check on me, so I'm gonna sleep until he calls me. I had a yogurt just because I hadn't eaten anything, and I did take I wanted to take the ibuprofen, and I just chugged a bunch of Gatorade Zero to keep me hydrated. So, yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna rest now, and I'll give you guys an update this evening how I'm feeling. The numbness has worn away. Maybe give you a little more close up and stuff, and then yeah, I'll just make this vlog like a let's follow it the rest of the week and everything, and then I will certainly share some before and afters of pictures and stuff that I have taken over the years on this journey. But stay tuned.
Well, hello there. It's a new day. So last time you guys saw me, I had just gotten back. Oh my god, Lincoln, my cat. Do you hear that? Comment below if you can hear that. There's like a little, I don't know why I bought this toy for him, but it's like a little feather on like a bell, and it's on like a fishing hook, and I left it on the couch, and now he's like losing his mind. But anyway, last time you guys saw me, I was coming out of the sedation. I was a little emotional. But I wanted to document how I was feeling. So, I had a really good night. So this time, the dental work that I had, in comparison to the dental work that I've had like previously, was like nowhere near. It's like invasive. I can't remember when I edit this. I'll find out if I've already told you this or not. But I had a series of dental works. So in the last year, I've been doing the last like 8 months, eight or 9 months I've done Invisalign. For the last year, we've been like on this dental journey. So first set of like sedation dental work was done, and that was pretty invasive. I had I can't remember now, I'm trying to remember all the things. I had root canals and just a bunch of stuff, right? And it was just a lot of dental work all at once. So that recovery was probably the worst. Like I was like numb, like all the way up to like under my cheek. I was in pain. Like it was a rough recovery for sure. But I got over that. And then we kept chugging along with the Invisalign and stuff, getting my teeth to a point where we could then do the next dental work and the next one. So then the next one, we finished what we couldn't do. And I'm making my protein coffee. You guys know the deal. It's all linked below. But the second time I was sedated, unfortunately, I had a tooth that had gotten cracked and then just wasn't salvageable. So they had pulled it, right? And with the Invisalign, I had like a little fake tooth that I would wear. So that second time it was time to, or no, I'm getting confused. The second time it was time to pull that tooth. That's what it was. And they tried to salvage it. They couldn't. They pulled the tooth. And then I recovered from that. Had like a little stitch. And then after a couple of days of like recovery and it kind of sealed up, then I was able to wear, that's what it was, the Invisalign with the fake tooth in it. So no one would know I was missing a tooth unless I had them out like when I was eating. And then this last time we got to the point where I would go in monthly for my Invisalign checkup just to see, like, we would do one tray per week just to see if things were moving the right direction and, you know, the aligners were working and that. So the last time, about 3 weeks ago, when I went in, the dentist was like, you're done. Like, your teeth are now straight, you're good. Like, we can go in and put in the permanent tooth and we can cap your teeth. Like, we're ready for that step. We just have to order the stuff. So I was like, okay. So they measured everything. I got to pick out the like color and everything. So then yesterday I went in, no Invisalign. I went in, they bridged this tooth here. I don't know if you can see. This tooth right here is fake. So they bridged it with the other two teeth, like anchored it. And then they filed down and capped all my front teeth. So these are temporaries. These are not real teeth up here, but it's all one plate, like temporary, cemented in. I can eat, obviously I'm gonna drink coffee, I can eat like normal. And that recovery was obviously like, I was a little emotional and out of it yesterday, but it was not because I was in pain, thankfully. Like, I really wasn't in any like pain or discomfort. I can definitely feel that there's like something like the tray is there, but I'm not in any pain, thank God. And I slept well and everything. And I actually think I'm gonna go to the gym this evening or this afternoon because I feel fine. So super grateful. But yeah, so this is like a glimpse of like what my permanent teeth will look like. So we got one more step to go, but this is pretty much it. We're pretty much at the finish line. So those are my teeth. That's what they're gonna look like. That's the color and everything. All nice and straight. My bite is finally gonna be like normal. I'll pop in some pictures and stuff just to like illustrate my point, because people, I tell people when I've started to tell people, because I really didn't tell a whole lot of people, but when I started to tell people that I was having like dental work done and stuff, and I was doing and like Invisalign and things like that, and like I was self-conscious about my teeth, like most people are pretty nice and they're not gonna, like, they either didn't notice or if they did, they didn't say anything. So most people were kind of like shocked that I was doing it. And I was talking to one of my clients last night who was like, she's like the sweetest woman, and she's like, she checks up on me and everything, and she's just amazing. So I was telling her, and I kind of opened up and told her like the whole story about like how I had braces when I was younger, and my dad lost his job and I wasn't able to finish it out properly, and then my teeth reverted back, and my bite's always been like off, and I've always been self-conscious, and you know, you got to do stuff for you, right? Like, do I think that people love me any less because my teeth were crooked or my bite was off? No, I don't think that, but I do feel like if you have the opportunity to do something, it's within your means and it's not like dangerous or anything, to make yourself feel like you feel good, I think you should do it. I really do. And to each their own. Like, who am I to tell somebody, you know, what to do and what not to do? Like, if it makes you feel better, show up more confident, whether it's putting your fake nails on or getting your teeth done, you know, whatever, that's for you. It's not for anybody else. Like, that is for me. Like, I know that I wasn't any less like lovable because my teeth were crooked, like, or that my bite was off. And I'll put pictures up so you guys can see, like, I never thought I was anything less than, it was a me thing. So now it's fixed, almost fixed. So in 3 weeks, so I'll go on vacation, all this stuff, and then in 3 weeks, like mid-June, they'll call me when the permanents come in. I'll go in one more time. I don't think I'm going to get sedated for that appointment. I will have to get numbed, but It's nowhere near as invasive as the other dental work. So I think I'll just do like laughing gas, if anything, because I do get anxious, but we'll see. But yeah, 3 weeks from now, let me see this. I think I might have to reheat this. Yeah, 1 sec. Okay, much better. So, yeah, all to say, I'm really happy that I did it. Something I want to do for myself. And yeah, now I just kind of recover. I'm not gonna, can't eat anything like, can't be biting into like croutons or anything hard or anything like that. But soft foods, just kind of taking care of the temporaries until I get the permanent ones, until they come in a few weeks. But yeah, I'm super glad I was able to get that done before I go on vacation, because that was something I was worried about. I was like, oh, I don't want to have like Invisalign while I'm on the cruise ship. Like, I did it back in January and it was a pain. Invisalign, like, to me is super worth it, obviously, like it worked, but you gotta weigh the alternatives, right? Like if you do braces, they're on all the time, and as an adult, I just didn't want to have braces. But if you have Invisalign, every time you go to eat, you gotta pop the trays out, you gotta eat, and you gotta go brush your teeth. So it just became very tedious and like an arduous thing to have them. So toward the end, I was getting like antsy about just like not having them. Like I just was like, I'm over it. So I'm glad I'm done with that. But yeah, I'm gonna have this coffee and then I'm gonna do some work because I was off work yesterday, so I'm just gonna catch up on some emails and stuff. And then I'll probably pick you guys back up when I go to the gym in a little bit. Okay, so it is time to wrap up this dental journey vlog and just the dental journey in general, as I'm literally now at the point where it's just 6-month checkups, wear the retainers at night, and I'm good. Oh my god. So, how am I feeling? Ooh. I purposely filmed everything I needed to film content-wise before I did this because I can already tell I'm gonna end up like crying. Okay, let me just, first, all the glory to God. Because without him, I couldn't have had the strength to get through everything. The pain, the physical pain, the procedures, insecurities, like everything. So, how am I feeling? I'm just like, I'm overwhelmingly like grateful and happy, and I did it. I did it. By myself, I did it. And that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted to do it on my own. With no help from anybody else. Like, I needed to do this on my own. If you watch the other clips, like, from a very, like, a young age, I've always kind of struggled, been the underdog, had issues, like, self-esteem and things. I've gotten made fun of, like, horrendously. That's a different story for another day. But I've overcome everything. Like, I'm not saying I am not a victim. Let me tell you what. I am turning lemons into lemonade. That is for sure. That's the story of my life. Like, I lean into being an underdog because it fuels me. Like, I will succeed. I know that. And, yeah, the glory goes to God for that. But yesterday I went, and let's start there. So I had the temporaries on. So if you watched my last couple of vlogs, I had those temporaries for like 3 weeks. The Bermuda vlog, maybe the vlog right before it. Like, there was a couple of vlogs there where I had the temporaries. And then yesterday I went, they numbed me all up. That was probably the worst part, is getting all numbed up. It's painful. Those needles, I don't like it.
Usually I get sedated, like I'm like conscious but not when I do the other dental work, but yesterday it was just take the temporaries off and then like put like cement on the permanent like crowns. So I was like, I'm not gonna get sedated, it's fine. Did get a bit anxious, but it's so funny. Like, so I went in, they numbed me, and then they started, it only took like an hour and a half, maybe, like the whole thing, right? And as I'm sitting there and like my gums were getting like a little like sore and stuff, like, and she's like flossing, like trying to make sure that everything like looks good and is aligned and stuff. I'm just laying there like thinking like this is gonna last forever. Like, you know, I'm just trying to like hold on to like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna reward myself with this, or I'm gonna take a bath, or I'm gonna do like trying to focus on things other than that. Like I was so like in the trenches of it because it was painful. It was a little bit painful. Like my gums were sore and stuff. And I just kept thinking like, oh my gosh, this is like, I just gotta lean into this because this is gonna last a while. And then it was over. God had taken me through that, like, and I was still like ready to be in the trenches, and he was like, no, you're good. Like I hear them taking their gloves off, like, cause I closed my eyes. I had like the little goggles on, I closed my eyes. So I couldn't really see what they were doing, I could just feel it. And all of a sudden I was like, wait, I couldn't believe that I was done. Like I couldn't believe that God had gotten me through it. Like I kept waiting for them to be like, all right, sit up and spit, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and then this and that. I kept waiting for more, like, and in a weird way, it was like kind of like a breakthrough for me. Like in my life, I've had some hard things happen and some really long waiting seasons. But then when I look back and like I get through it, I'm just like, huh, I got through it. And I'm better for it. And it was through God's grace that got me through. So I know it might sound corny and like a weird like analogy, like, you know, connection I'm making. But yesterday when I was laying in that chair, like that's how I felt. Like I felt like this is going to last forever. And then all of a sudden God just got me through it and I was done. And I was like in disbelief. Like the dentist was like, did you look in the mirror? And I literally was just like, I was like speechless. I didn't know what to do or say. And then I looked in the mirror and I'm like so thrilled. And they went over, you know, they scanned for the retainers, which I'll get in a couple weeks. And then I just wear those at night. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, I just have to like just maintain my oral health and make sure that I go every 6 months I will be there religiously. But yeah, I'm like, I can't believe I'm done. Like I did almost a year of, was it a year now? Like 10 months of Invisalign. A lot of dental work, like 3 long dental appointments. Had a bridge put in, crowns, teeth pulled, moved, like everything under the sun. To now be like done is like crazy. And I weirdly feel like I'm such an I'm so empathetic. Like I think about everybody else, right? And I feel weird. I honestly felt guilty even going through this, even though I needed it. Because there's so many people that have they're so worse off than me, you know, my smile, right? But then as I was praying and I was thinking about it, like, who am I to not lean on God, right? Like, who am I to say, like, oh, well, other people have it worse, so I'm good. No, like, God wants us to lean into Him, whatever it is. There have been seasons in my life where things have been way worse off than they are now, and I leaned into Him. Comparatively, right? So, this is just like a testament to, and I'll have to record my testimony at some point, but I don't have enough tissues right now to do that. But at some point, you just have to have faith and just get through it. So whether it's your teeth or your finances or your relationship or whatever, however long God's putting you through this, lean into it, lean into Him, have faith, and you'll get through it. So this is my new smile. Gums are still a little sore, but straight and nice, and oh, so happy. Like if you can see in the pictures that I popped in to the vlog, or maybe I'll pop them in after. You'll see them. And when I'm editing, I'll put them in. I had like kind of almost like a deformity where like my lip was like wouldn't like lift up. Like And then I have the like that crossbite and just like a lot of like things that then led to my teeth being more susceptible to deteriorating and just a lot of issues, right? And I will say this because I feel like I have to. I could blame my parents, my dad losing his job, not, when I was a teenager, like not being able to like focus on my oral health, like when things were going on, this and that. But like, what does that do? Like blaming other people. Like you can look back at it and say, hey, that was kind of messed up, right? But there's like, you can either dwell on stuff or you can pick yourself up and say, hey, like God, like the way I think about it, you have to switch your mindset. And I'm going to start doing these little talks. I think you have to switch your mindset. God will only give you what he knows you can handle. Like he already has seen you through it. He already knows you can get through it. Do you see Lincoln? Do you see him? So if you are going through something right now, feel honored. Feel like, oh my God, God chose me to go through this. Like I must really have what it takes is what you have to think. Okay. So that's how I'm viewing everything in my past that has led me to this point. Plus if I hadn't gone through that stuff, I wouldn't have, be sharing this and hopefully inspiring you. So there we go. Glass half full all the time. But yeah, 2 weeks I'll come back. I'll get my retainers. They'll look at everything, make sure everything's good. Once the numbness wore off last night, I was able to eat. It wasn't like I was chewing on croutons or anything. I will take very good care of my teeth from now on, but very happy. I will tag I will put it on the screen, the dentist that I went to. I'm in South Jersey. It is Dr. Natoli Dental. That dentist, he's incredible. Dr. Natoli is a genius. Like he literally took time out of his day, like when he was off work, to call me with like a full plan of like when I first went to him of like how we were going to tackle my teeth and everything, and like pivoted when he needed to. Like his staff, Tammy, Vanessa, like they are so nice and just so good at what they do. Like I love going there. I feel welcomed. I feel seen. I feel heard. I didn't feel like they made me feel ashamed of my mouth or my teeth or anything. So if you're in South Jersey, highly recommend Dr. Natoli Dental. This isn't sponsored. I paid for all this myself. I'm just really grateful. So I wanted to pass it on if you are interested. I did do Invisalign with him as well. So yeah, I'm going to close the door on this little chapter and just move forward. But I'm documenting it because I want to be able to look back on it on days when I'm like feeling low or feeling like I can't get through stuff. It's a nice little reminder of the things I've gotten through. So also, how cute is this little teal? I have my logo on here. My Fit by Steph, Faith in Training by Steph. I got this on Amazon. I'll link it in my storefront below. It's so cute. But yeah, I have to drink from a straw. Like I'm not going to let anything stain these pearly whites. So, all right, let's end this vlog. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you've had similar dental issues or you have questions that I didn't answer or you just want to know or are curious, comment them below. Please, please, please subscribe, share my little channel. Let's help it grow. If I inspired you, if you need some prayer, let me know in the comments below. You can get as specific or not specific as you need to. But yeah, you just gotta fake it till you make it.